welcome to issue number 139 of Headline Heroes, a comedy podcast where we take today's headlines, create a comic book origin story. My name is Drew Mick.
I'm Nathan Haynes.
And I'm Tanner Ackerman.
All right, guys, just a quick reminder, like we just talked about, for the intro, we should not talk about quarantine and the coronavirus. Kind of a big topic right now, kind of heavy, and maybe not something that we really need to be discussing.
Yeah.
On our comedy podcast. So
let's just keep it light.
Yeah. So Drew, what have you been up to?
Well, I've been playing a lot of video games because I've had a lot of time.
Did you guys notice? I've been wiping my butt a lot with the toilet paper I bought. Fuck. Shit.
Me and the wife have been reorganizing the pantry because we can't go anywhere.
That's pretty good. Yeah.
Well, now Tanner, to be fair, that's because you guys locked yourself in and you can't find the keys. So
yeah, well, no, we can find the key. It's outside the door. We can see it through the window. But no one will come up and get
frustrating.
It is.
Did you guys hear about the movies that are going to be out for rental tomorrow because of the
Just cause,
yeah.
I did hear that there were going to be some. I'll be honest, I don't think I recognized many of them.
Invisible Man?
On a serious note.
Invisible Man I heard about. The Hunt, just, I think from what I understand, just sounds like another take on The Most Dangerous Game.
Oh, is that the one that's supposed to be like a satire where liberals are hunting conservatives?
Is that seriously what it is? Oh, wow.
I think so.
It's
it got like delayed for a long time because there was a lot of controversy around it.
And then Emma is isn't that a Jane Austen book? Something like that.
I have no idea what Emma is.
Emma is it's a Jane Austen book, and so they made a movie.
Is it about it's like that little girl who's like a CIA operative or something and can like kill people?
Are you thinking of Agent Cody Banks?
Maybe.
Are you thinking of fucking Matilda? Like what?
No, don't ever bring that movie up to me.
Okay, hold on. Wait. Hold on. Here's our intro. What's this?
Throw it away.
Did you guys not know that I hate Matilda?
Why do you hate Matilda?
I can't stand to watch it. So I don't 100% know why, but like if it's on like anywhere around me, I just start feeling so like uncomfortable. And like
I honestly have never seen that movie since like I don't know, as a kid.
Oh, I get like weird fucked up like goosebumps. Like I feel uncomfortable if that movie's on. And like the most I can associate with is like when I was a real little kid, I have like a faint memory of the scene where the kid has to like eat the entire fucking cake.
That's pretty disgusting. Yeah,
and I think it's because I hate like cake and stuff. Like, side note, I watched John Tucker Must Die with my wife a couple nights ago, and that movie has like a weirdly high number of scenes where people just like eat frosting out of the can, and that makes me want to vomit. But going back to the kid eating the cake, like I remember just seeing this little kid seeing that and like being disgusted. And ever since then, I can't stand to fucking see Matilda. And so my friend Michael, he'll send me clips from it every now and then because he's a piece of shit.
Now, have you seen Seven? I'm just curious, trying to think of other movies that have just similar.
No, is Seven the one where it ends with like what's in the box?
Yes.
Yeah, no, I've never seen it. I just know the pop culture reference.
Okay.
Did they ever figure out what was in that box?
No, I don't think so. I think that's the joke.
It's probably a bunch of toilet paper. Because they were thinking about that back then. I'm being serious.
But yeah, fuck Matilda.
Wow. I guess, I don't know.
Strong feelings.
Honestly, Matilda gives me the same, I guess it has a similar feeling to it that fucking Thunderpants did. You know what I mean?
Kinda. Yeah, I can actually get what you're saying with that.
It's just like,
man, Thunderpants is awful.
Thunderpants was horrible. I would argue Matilda better than Thunderpants. Although I don't know what you're gonna say.
I wouldn't. I would watch Thunderpants every day before I'd watch Matilda once.
Matilda way more.
Okay, this is my. I hate this shit. I mean, it's like I'm reading the Matilda Wikipedia article, and I have to just share with you something. There's a section titled Potential Sequel. And here's what it says. In 2019, director Danny DeVito said that he always wanted to develop a sequel to Matilda. DeVito said that a potential sequel could star Matilda's own child. So, like, so there's not a, like, there's a potential sequel in the idea that, like, someone one time had an idea that there could be one like that.
But and honestly, it's what's funny is that this remained unwritten until he said that back in 2019, like last year.
Yeah. So it's like he had like a general like, maybe I could do that, and that's now a fucking potential.
Someone
sequel.
fucking heard that and was just like, I gotta get there. I'm looking at the source. Yeah, this was literally November, end of November, almost December last year. So this was 3 months ago.
It reminds me very much of like articles that we read about like comic book movies. Drew and I have talked about this before, where the article headline will be like, could Rocket Raccoon be in the next Iron Man movie? And inside the article is just like,
no.
There's no word on whether or not Rocket Raccoon would be an Iron Man movie. But we like to speculate. It's like, okay, so it's just not news then. Like awful clickbait. I hate it. It's sneaky kind of clickbait.
We Got This Covered is notorious for it. I hate that site. It's literally the garbiest. Garbagiest? Is that? Garbiest. Yeah, it's just horrible. They're like, oh, will this person make a cameo? Meh, maybe. But we don't know.
Those are like the like website equivalent of like Facebook posts of like, shouldn't Deadpool be in every movie now instead of Stan Lee?
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah. All right. What you feel about Matilda is what I feel about what you just said.
Well, yeah, but everyone hates that. That's different.
No, there's
not enough people hate it is the problem.
Yeah.
You're right. That is the problem.
God. This is good.
Let's talk about how Drew hates Funko Pops again.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what? I can't knock your Matilda hate. That's fine. Although I can't say I get
hate.
I don't know. What do I hate?
Oh, let's see. I don't think you like it when you touch something and realize it's like wet paint.
I don't like that. Because I thought it was going to be, the thing is, I thought it was going to be dry paint.
Yeah. Or you weren't even paying attention. You just kind of leaned against it naturally. Strike that Nate pose you do.
Or like he sat on a park bench that he didn't know had been freshly painted, and he was wearing a full suit.
Why didn't they put a sign on it?
And then,
then you like roll around on it to make your suit all pinstriped instead, and you make the best of it.
And he sat down to eat like a meatball sandwich, and all the meatballs fell out, and he's and then a kid came up behind him and like put a kick me sign on his back. That happened.
Yeah, that's what I hate, Tanner.
Yeah,
that's fair. Okay, I mean that's weird. I wouldn't hate that. Most people wouldn't, but everyone has their thing.
Yeah, I'm looking. I've got the Danny DeVito Wikipedia page up because what's he up to?
Good.
What? Wait, who did he voice in Space Jam? I'm sorry.
The big green alien dude.
He was the voice of the big green. I guess it's been so long since I've seen Space Jam, and honestly, I'm scared to.
I have seen it, like, I saw it like 2 years ago. It's just there.
It's incredibly short, too. Like, I guarantee it's way shorter than you remember.
Like, Nate, for your bachelor party, we went back and watched Mighty Ducks. Very good. Still great.
Yeah, that movie does hold up.
I was just thinking, like, what if on my bachelor party we all watch Space Jam, and that's it. That's all I do.
I assume for your bachelor party, we'll just sit in a dark room and watch every single Marvel movie for approximately 72 hours.
We tried to do that,
3 days.
And it didn't work out. I remember in college, we sat down for like my birthday, and a lot of us watched Robot Chicken, just like for hours. And by the end, my brain was melting. So I feel like that's kind of what it would be like. Yeah,
that show's pretty funny.
When was the last time you watched it?
Probably not since I was like 21 or 22.
Yeah, I don't think I would enjoy it. I don't know. Maybe the early stuff. Anyway, we should like do this show that we do.
Yeah.
Yes.
I want to go play video games because I like to spend time at home.
Yes.
And that's the only reason.
And let me just, unrelated, I'm glad that we are friends, but at a distance.
Socially
interacting.
distant.
Very good.
I'm glad that we're increasing the social distance, but we're decreasing the Brocial distance.
Wow.
Oh, that's deep.
Okay. Well, with that, can you
No, I guess
please?
I'll do that thing I do.
Yeah.
Well, Drew, for anyone who hasn't listened before or just needs a little bit of a refresher, what we do here every week is we get together, you, Tanner, and myself, and we grab some strange and bizarre headlines from the internet, and we throw them in a list with headlines that people have sent in to us. Honestly, if I'm being honest, it's mostly headlines that people have sent in to us. I don't think I've actually put an article. Actually, I put an article in last week, and that was the first time in a year.
I've been thinking about this a lot lately. We could maybe transition away from that phrasing, you know?
Yeah, it's true.
Maybe.
You know what?
I think
this is the last time I'm ever saying it, so everybody enjoy.
This was it.
I'll say it one more time. We take some strange and bizarre headlines from the internet. We put it in a list with ones that people sent in to us. Sorry, it was hard to say it for the last time.
Wow.
And then we pick one at random and use it as an origin story for a superhero or a supervillain. Now, Tanner, what did we make last week? And as a result, what are we making this week?
Okay, so last week we made a villain group, actually, the Origami 8, which was the 8 people, like, heist group or whatever that they could press themselves flat if they were wearing a specific brand of undergarment. I don't remember what it was.
It's called, like, that doesn't matter.
Yeah, so I muted so I could cough there. It wasn't like me hoping you guys would fill the air. But so that means we're going to make a hero this week. I've already picked a headline at random, and that one is number 9 for you guys. And that headline is Hunter dies in Arkansas after deer he shot attacks him.
Okay. All right. This one.
And this is a hero.
Comes to us from Curtis Erickson. Thank you, Curtis. Sending this one in. I feel like, you know what I've been thinking about? I've been thinking a lot about our podcast lately. And what if we just started like giving those top contributors of articles like some sort of nickname?
I refuse to give Carl a nickname.
Okay, well, we have our joke with Carl, but I think Curtis. I think he deserves it here. I don't know. Curtis Clutch Erickson?
Clutch Curtis?
Clutch Curtis? Yeah, coming through. Always coming through for us.
Okay, I was going to say Curtis the mailman because he always delivers, but Clutch works a little more with alliteration.
That's good. The next person will name the mailman for sure.
Okay.
Carl did work for the mail service for a while. So
oh my God, he totally did. Also, I think
Carl the mailman Sorensen.
I'm absolutely pretty sure Curtis gave us some other articles that I still need to add to this. So yeah, just Clutch right here.
All right, so this article.
Hunter dies in Arkansas after deer he shot attacks him. We could do something where he's presumed dead, but not actually dead.
But he's a were deer?
We haven't done were for a while.
Yeah, we did the were mongoose.
Could do something from
quite a while
the
ago.
Hunter angle. He becomes... We could take like a spin on Craven, but I don't know what the... Craven's pretty straightforward. I'm not sure what a spin on him would be.
He only protects deer? Or wait, Craven hunts animals,
yeah.
So he only hunts deer?
Yeah, so he's just a hunter. Just a typical deer hunter.
Is that heroic?
No. What if this guy is really good at buckshot? Or what's it? What's the fuck? What's the
buck hunt?
Buck hunt. There we go.
Big buck hunt HD.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Where deer is the one that I keep coming back to.
Yeah, I guess my thought is like this dude becomes like a human deer hybrid where it's like a man standing up, but he's got like antlers and might look kind of like brown furred like a deer, and he just like becomes a myth in like that area in the forest that he like takes out hunters.
Oh.
But like, do we want that? Because like hunters aren't inherently evil, but it could be like people hunting out a season or something.
I like everything you said until it was taking out hunters, and I feel like everything you said up until that point we could definitely do.
Yeah.
maybe out of season hunting, or I don't know. I think we've done like Protector of the Forest before.
So maybe it's more like just taking out bad guys in like wooded areas. Like if you're ever in a wooded area, you're at risk of him catching you.
It could be kind of like what is it, Swamp Thing?
Mhm.
Doesn't he only protect his
that was kind of
area?
what I was thinking. Like,
Or no, Solomon Grundy is kind of bad, but
yeah, but I mean, if this dude's like doing vigilante justice, he's kind of an anti-hero.
yeah. Actually, that reminds me, in the Justice League animated show, like Solomon Grundy was kind of a good person.
That's true.
I forgot about that whole arc where he had it with Hawk Girl. That was
Yeah.
God, what a good show.
That show's super good for a fucking cartoon.
It's so great. I don't know. I feel like we haven't really arrived on the thing. What if... I'm not sure what this gives us, but like, what if this guy has the ability to see through the eyes of every mounted deer head now?
That is an absurd power. I
And
like it.
maybe come forth from it. It could. I don't know.
Now, what? Now, I don't mean to interrupt you, but I want to get ahead of this just in case. Didn't we do something like this before, where like a person could monitor everyone's house through the TV?
Yeah, we did.
Okay, I'm just making sure. Just making sure.
I don't remember what that was, but
I think it was one where people were leaving TVs on the.
oh yeah,
On the stoops.
it could be that could just be one part of it. But also, what if he's able to? Shit.
Well, it could be not that necessarily like every mounted deer head he can see through, but like he has mounted deer heads he's put up all over the place that like are actual cameras from that he can see. Kind of like a Batman thing, but with deer.
Like just
Deer Man.
surveillance.
Yeah. Yeah, so like Batman has all those tools. Maybe one of his tools is that he has some mounted head cameras in different places, like important places around the town or something.
Okay, so he's got tools. What else could he have?
I mean, an obvious one instead of the batarang is just like an antler. That's like a
Just
boomerang
the two
thing.
antlers.
Or you could throw like kind of like a throwing knife, but instead of a knife, it's like just little chunks of antler, like the tips that you can throw.
Mm-hmm.
Well, okay, I kind of like this. If what if we kind of spun the so obviously the biggest part of like Batman is his origin story. What if the hunter that died is actually like the person's like father, and then this guy takes up the thing he fears the most and becomes the deer?
I like it.
Maybe
Yeah, that
killed
makes sense.
both his parents to keep more with Batman. Maybe he like for a while like lived in the wild. I don't know, just kind of
Yeah, he was forced to survive.
yeah. He was
So
so
like
young.
he gained all these sort of attunement with nature and ability to track and to be hyper vigilant of his surroundings just by, being raised in the wild.
And he was scared so much of the deer, but then like came to peace with it or something like that. Once he realized the deer had a family.
I mean, it sounds like once he was like, wait a minute, my dad shot that deer.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he was probably just defending himself because
Yeah.
my dad shot him.
My dad shot him. Sorry. And then so does he see an injustice in the world? What does he see that he decides to like come back and become the deer man?
Could be that his dad like ran like the biggest company in the town or something, and someone's taken over it and is being really corrupt and shit.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like where you're going. Can I offer a spin?
No.
Please.
Okay, you're right. You're right. I went too far.
No, please.
Fuck. I told you you'd do this one day, Nathan. No, I don't know. The idea of like rather than it being like a Wayne Corp or whatever Wayne Enterprises style thing, like what if it was a small town? So like the biggest thing in town was actually like this taxidermy shop. So then we could sort of play into him having some of his utilities could be taxidermied animals. And it would also play into the whole like deer head.
The
surveillance.
taxidermy theme is good.
Yes. That's very
Yeah.
good.
What if this guy has a mystical ability to bring taxidermied things to life?
Oh wow. I could take that. I mean, we should probably try and explain it.
It pivots away
bit,
from the Batman thing we did,
Mm-hmm.
but it's unique. It's something we haven't really done before.
A necromancer for taxidermy animals. Yeah,
yeah.
It's
Pretty unique.
Taximancer. Oh, that just sounds like a tax.
Like a taxi driver. That's a.
And necrodermy just sounds like some sort of dead flesh disease.
Necrodermy.
That or like you mispronounce a roller derby in some way.
It sounds like a skin disease.
Well, we'll get there in the end. We'll get there when we get to naming.
Apparently, it's
We'll
a thing in
workshop it.
Warhammer. Necrodermis.
Well, why'd you Google it?
Well, I was just curious. Anyway, okay, yeah, we got to explain why. I like the theme that he grew up in a taxidermy shop.
Okay, and maybe his dad shot this animal,
Yeah.
right? And he's wandering through the woods. Maybe he's delirious, and maybe I'm just imagining something where like he finds this pool of water deep in the forest, and he like drinks the water from it, and maybe it's like some sort of shrine to a wild animal's spirit. You know what I mean? Like
we could make up some stuff like that.
and he's like, did I actually see the water spirit or the deer spirit when I drank this water, or was I hallucinating? And then he accidentally makes a bird come to life in the taxidermy store.
Oh man, can there be a comedic scene where he's like, "Whoa," and just like everything's coming alive, and then his mom
And then he
comes
has to kill them all.
His mom comes in and she's just like, "What are you doing?" And he's standing there. There's like birds all on him. He's like, I can explain.
I was masturbating, and she's like, "Oh God!" And
Oh God, closes the door. Yeah, okay. So then, with that, what is he now fighting? Is he fighting against taxidermy? Is he fighting?
I think fighting against taxidermy would be really hard if his powers are all taxidermy
Yeah,
based.
that's true. What if there's someone moving in to tear down this forest? What?
This is dumb, but what if he was fighting the big mouth bass corporation who's attempting to put his taxidermy out of business?
Wait, what?
The big mouth bass.
The singing basses.
Yeah.
So you don't need real taxidermy stuff.
Yeah,
with these
exactly.
fake
Who
ones?
needs that anymore?
Okay, so big, largemouth bass core.
Big mouth Billy Bass Corp.
Yeah, that's it.
I'll look up
Billy
who made
Bass.
it.
What's maybe there's
Gemmy Industries.
Maybe they have a sinister plot where they want one in every home.
Oh, and they're the ones trying to spy on everybody.
Yeah, okay. And everyone's
Yeah,
moving
we
away.
got it.
Everyone's moving away from a good old fashioned taxidermy. You know, tradition. And this guy knows the truth about big bad Billy Bass. The BBBB.
Why were those so popular?
I don't know.
Oh, it's the same. Like, why did Chia Pets get so popular for a while? Why did Pet Rock?
Yeah, I guess like because they all had those stupid infomercials. Holy shit! Tanner, I assume you know about this, but I think because I searched Space Jam earlier, I'm getting ads for LeBron 17 Monstars.
They're like the purple and blackish looking ones.
Yeah, I just thought that was.
There's a Bugs Bunny one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Does this have something to do with the fact that the Space Jam 2 is happening?
Yeah,
wow.
100%. I mean, LeBron filmed it all already.
Wait, it's been filmed? What the fuck?
Yeah, he filmed it last summer.
Where's this movie?
It's supposed to come out this summer, but with the current state of affairs...
Hey, no, none of that here. None of that here.
Shut up.
Yeah, I meant because LeBron got caught drinking and driving.
He got caught
That's not-
masturbating.
I don't want to slander LeBron. He's a really good person.
He got caught masturbating, and that's just as simple
I
as
got
that.
caught masturbating, and they said they're going to delay Space Jam 2 because of my sins.
Your mom
said because I was
mom
doing
came
that they're going to delay Space Jam.
No, mom.
Yeah, she said, please quit coming to my house to do this.
Tanner, it's weird. You don't live
Oh, man, I
close.
don't want that out there in the world. Why did I say that?
What?
I don't want that fiction, like, being
What?
part of my
It's okay.
podcast canon.
We all know that it's fiction. Right?
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 I'm like winking furiously in Nate's direction.
Well, I know we're all in the same room. I can see you.
God, remember that stupid gag?
We did that for like the first 30 episodes.
I did it for a long time. Okay, so where are we at?
He's fighting Big Mouth Billy Bass
Yeah.
Corp.
What's their big plan?
I mean, it's all what's already happening in modern society, right?
Yeah.
You get everybody to put microphones in their house,
Exactly.
and then in this, we'll pretend that like in this day and age, they're not actually recording us unless we ask them to. But so in this world, they are recording everybody even though they're not supposed to.
Okay.
And then they're going to sell that data and use it to
Okay. That's really sinister.
blackmail them
Mm-hmm.
if we want to like take it up to the next level.
And is there also like maybe they eventually have the capabilities of like talking to people in their homes or something like that using the big mouth Billy Bass, of course. I don't know how that's really sinister.
Maybe they're gonna hypnotize people with the big mouth.
I was
Billy
thinking
Basses.
that, but I didn't know if that we.
I mean, I'm hypnotized just listening to this Billy Bass thing, "Take Me to the River," that I am listening to right now. It's very good.
It's a good song.
But I could be down with that. Like, hypnotizing people, and maybe it's not sinister like to take over the world, but hypnotizing people into like buying more shit and just being like dutiful consumers.
Maybe they start a whole chain of big mouth Billy Bass, like fucking diapers and just a whole. They start monopolizing and getting everything. So then they hypnotize people to buy their shit. Just
what if Big Mouth Billy Bass was Amazon basically?
That's what I was thinking.
So let's talk maybe more about Taxidermy Lad.
Mm-hmm.
Is it just touching them and then he gains followers?
I think he'd touch them. Yeah, I think he just touching them, and then they would do what he wants them to do.
Is it like temporary? Like they do what he wants and then they go back to being like solid, like taxidermied, or is it like when he touches them, they're just like alive again?
I like the idea of them being like on demand kind of things. Like when he needs them, he can turn them on, and otherwise he can turn them off. But I can go either way.
That's the way I was leaning, at least.
I like that. Yeah, it kind of limits it a little bit. That's good. Now, what if his best friend, his most loyal companion, is in fact the deer that murdered his father?
What?
I don't know. They've gone through some shit
the
together.
deer died.
Yeah.
Got taxidermied.
He was scared to activate it, but then I don't know.
Is his dad's spirit in it or something? Like when he talks to it, it's like talking to his dad?
Oh my God. Tanner, we're not going to say yes, but we're not going to say no.
Okay.
Exactly.
I think we could just leave it.
Yeah.
There's a scene where the deer winks, and you're like, did he actually wink? Or is that the dad? I don't know.
Did the top wobble before the credits like hit, or did it not?
Why? Every time.
I didn't.
So good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Were you going to say I didn't last time?
I was like, well, I was doing Inception, not X-Men 3.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right.
So, but I mean, we also have done the Inception one multiple times too.
Yeah.
So, either way.
What else? How does he take him down? Is it just marching on their big HQ and
yeah,
maybe
and then
he
like touches a snow leopard and it bites the throat out of the CEO.
And maybe what if he hijacks their big microphone and like talks to people, or he does the classic move where he puts the headphones over the microphone and plays like a fucking 80s like pump up
80s
rock.
Billy Joel.
Some strictly 80s Joel. That's no one's going to get that.
For the longest time.
Yeah.
He plays that song from the Shawshank Redemption, that opera.
Oh, yep.
He plays over the loudspeakers.
What else could he play? The Macarena.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be good.
Some good line dances, I'd say. Cotton Eye Joe?
Have you guys ever watched New Girl?
Yeah. Maybe the first 4 seasons of it.
Yeah, there's a scene where Nick is just in his car fist pumping to Cotton Eye Joe.
Yeah.
And then it pans out and Jess is there and she goes, Nick, why did you make me come down here? I don't remember anything else about the scene, but I love that scene.
It's a pretty good scene. So he just goes in, plays a song, but then talks to everyone and says, see what they're doing? They're going to speak to you. They're manipulating you, or does something that proves it. Maybe he plays the Macarena and everyone slowly comes to realize, oh shit, we're doing the Macarena right now.
And it's showing that it's mind controlling.
Can't not do it. And that's why that everyone crushes after he shuts down their system, everyone crushes their big mouth Billy Bass.
Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah.
I think that works.
Should we move on to costume, I guess?
Yeah, let's do it. I think so.
All right. What does someone like this wear? I want to say he wears skin, but is that weird?
Well, he's using
fur?
taxidermied animals, so I don't think that's weird.
I mean, leather is just
Or did you
hide
mean
of an animal.
Did you mean human skin? Because that would be weird.
No, I would definitely not. I mean, but maybe it's his his dad. Could be a full hunter garb camo.
So you don't want it to be a lion's face, like what Craven wears?
No.
Well, I'd imagined a crown of sort of a crown or a halo-ish thing of antlers around his head.
Yes.
Okay. It's all sorts of animal stuff in there. Maybe he wears I don't know, various what's it called? What if he wears a ghillie suit and then has the crown? It's kind of terrifying.
That'd be
it is certainly terrifying. Do we want our hero to be terrifying?
Well, it kind of gives him a Swamp Thing look to him. And Swamp Thing's a good guy.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe he wants to terrify people. Batman wants to scare people. You got a problem with Batman, Nate?
Yeah.
No, maybe I do.
Okay.
No, I don't.
Mm.
He seems nice. So
Okay. Yeah, he seems like a nice guy.
Yeah.
I don't know. Crown for certain. Maybe at his belt at the ready, he's got sewing supplies in case he needs the taxidermy right in the spot.
So this one's a toughie for some reason. Usually
I'm kind of picturing Davy Crockett dressing style, almost with the raccoon hat.
Yeah, because he's got the hat.
Okay. So he's got the leather outdoor frontiersman.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Because that's all hides of animals and shit.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, there it is.
We did it.
That's our end. Comic book cover.
Maybe that first scene of him getting the animals coming to life
in the taxidermy store.
Yeah, half the animals are alive and the other half are still taxidermy to kind of show the the shock on his face.
I like it. And name. I was gonna say taxidemon, but that's pretty sinister.
Yeah,
damn it.
You did say taxidermy lad earlier.
Yeah. I was gonna say if he was wearing that ghillie suit, taxidemon would be great, but he's not. He looks more like Davy Crockett or Johnny Appleseed now. Something.
Taxidermy terms.
Yeah, I was gonna say we're gonna have to pull that.
What's the word? A glossary of taxidermy.
Wow.
Mount. Stuffed animal.
No.
All these are bad. All these are not useful at all.
Good.
I'm just gonna get this out of the way. What if we call him Hermes and his name is Hermes?
That's a good idea.
I keep pulling up new tabs. I don't understand why. I have 7 new tabs open.
Maybe one of these tabs will show me the answer.
Taxidermy lad, maybe the best.
It's just kind of silly.
Doctor taxidermy. Fun. We did do a doctor recently, though. Taxidermy lad.
The taxidermy kid.
Oh, that's good. I like lad or kid. Those are good. Because he in this fiction, he's still a kid.
Yeah.
My vote is lad. Nate, what's your vote?
I genuinely would be fine with either, but I do like the phrasing of the taxidermy kid.
Okay, Nate or Tanner, it's a tiebreaker. What do you got?
And if you choose wrong, I'll cry.
Yeah.
So I'll be honest. My initial was like, well, I like lad more because lad's kind of fun. But then Nate did point out how the taxidermy kid, like the play off of it, works really well. So I think I'm leaning kid now.
Fucking.
Suck it, Drew.
Okay.
It's always been a competition, and I won.
Okay. All right, that's it. That's it right there. Fine.
All right,
Tanner, you betrayer.
Taxidermy
do you wanna...
kid. I don't know how to spell taxidermy. I'm realizing. I just put taxi and then dermy, so hopefully it's right. Is that it?
Yeah. You want to do that thing?
Yeah, sure. Hang on, I gotta blow my nose real quick. I muted so you wouldn't hear it. Okay.
Thank you.
This is going to conclude issue number 139 of Headline Heroes. This week we created the hero, the taxidermy kid, or taxidermy lad if you go in the alternate universe comics. At this time, as always, we'd like to thank Brett Jacobson for creating the art for our show. Brett snuck into my house the other night and cut holes in only my left socks. How he knew which ones were the left ones, I don't know.
He's clever. Give him that.
Sinister. He's basically his own villain now.
True.
We should also probably thank Carl Sorensen. Carl did all the music for our podcast and helps with all the post-production of the audio. If you're interested in working with Carl on any sort of musical project, you can reach out to him at carljsorensen.com. And as always, I want to mention that we are happy members of the PodFix Network, a collection of great podcasts that you should definitely check out. If you're interested in doing that, you can go to podfixnetwork.com. They have a Facebook page at facebook.com/podfixnetwork, Twitter account at twitter.com/podfix, and then an Instagram at instagram.com/podfixnetwork. And we actually recently recorded a special promo episode for the PodFix Presents podcast. So if you search that in your favorite podcatcher of choice for PodFix Presents, you'll find all the podcasts on the network have sort of submitted their own little, or are in the process of submitting their own sort of little 15-minute, little scrumptious little bite of their podcast for you to sort of dip in, see if it's maybe something you're interested in. And we recorded our own episode of that, and it should be up. By the time this comes out, I would assume it would be up, Drew. Is that correct?
It came out today, so yeah.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, well then, yes. But yeah, definitely check it out. That's PodFix Presents.
As always, if you come across any articles like Curtis or Carl, and maybe if you send it enough, we'll give you a nickname. Send them our way. You can send them to our email, headlineheroescast@gmail.com, our Twitter, headline_heroes, our Facebook group, and our subreddit, r-headline heroes. If you want to call in, leave us a voicemail. We'd love to play it on the show. The number is 319-596-6766, so give us a call. Whatever you're listening to us on, be it iTunes or Google Play or any other podcast app, if you could hit subscribe, tell a friend about us, and they can subscribe as well. Give us a rating, give us a review, and finally, thank you for listening, and we hope you'll pick up the next issue of Headline Heroes.